welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Riya Singh, Senior Analyst Currencies, joining in. Riya, welcome to the show. Riya, overall, if you see post the Jackson Hole meeting as well, we did see a lot of moves come in. What's the direction are you expecting in terms of where the dollar index is concerned?
Well, Hiral, dollar index will remain, will continue to hold its stronger hold because, see, apart from the Jackson holes, the statements are hawkish. And what we are also expecting is the quantitative tightening, which if you look at our report, so right now, though they had not done in the first month, but Fed is going forward with the tightening with 30 billion. So on the in the next after 15 days they'll be releasing the data as well with respect to how are they proceeding for the month of September, because from September, from 30 they were going to increase the quantitative tightening to 90 billion dollars and per month. So if that happens, that then there will be a huge quantitative tightening that could be seen into the economy, and this will get reflected into the dollar index as well. So if, even though if dollar index relaxes anywhere around 107 106 levels, it will again shoot up to 109 and so forth. We are seeing inflation cooling off. It has come to 8.5% for the US. But if you look the trajectory of how the inflation has accelerated and compare it to the deceleration, it is not quite that extensive. So I think the inflation will come down, but it will be a very slower pace. So all in all, I think if you look at the other, compare it with the other economies, like for the dollar index, euro is a huge weightage, and for the euro economy as well, the things are quite bad, and ECB has said that even they will be going forward with a hawkish stand. So if they do 75 bips ka rate hike right now, where the economy is in the decelerating pace, now that will result into a huge liquidity tightening. So whether it will bring the inflation down, that is a different picture. But like I said, every factor right now is working in the favor of the dollar as a safe haven, and this is what pushing it. So if any other uncertainty adds onto the current problems going on, it will further push the dollar index on the higher side. So it could cool off a bit, but I think it will continue to remain above 105.
Right. So taking this into consideration, then how are you expecting the rupee to move?
Indian rupee is showing quite appreciative momentum from the past two sessions. I think this is as a result of RBI intervention, and the anticipation of a good GDP numbers. Now RBI has said that they are eyeing second quarter numbers at around 16% or so, but I think it will not. It will come below that. 12 to 14% somewhere in that line. And apart from that, I think the fiscal numbers are also there. And if the fiscal deficit is widened, that will put another dent into the appreciative tone of the Indian rupee. So right now, I think it is showing a good appreciation stand, but the probability of this leg continuing is, according to me, very low. I think it should, bottom out around 79.46, 79.28. Similarly, as we have seen in the past as well. So that should be the bottom for the appreciation or the bearish leg that we are seeing right now. And I think it should then again start its journey towards 80, 50 and 81 levels.
Right. So with this, how are you expecting the euro and the pound to move as well?
Uh, for the pound, I'm extremely bearish. A small tick has come into the pound because of some cool off that has happened onto the dollar index. So it is purely on that. Bank of England, I think, will maximum do a rate hike of 50 bips. 75 bips is also something that I'm not looking forward to. I think that is the best aggressive stand that they could take right now. Inflation will shoot up overall, and still there is political instability into the country. So not much very positive onto the UK economy altogether, and I think that will get translated into the pound. If you see a higher level, I think it's best to go short into the GBP INR rather than going long. So 93.59, it is currently trading in the September contract. Look around 93.80, 94 levels. Otherwise, look for a breakdown of 93.30 and 93.30, and so I think it could decelerate towards 92.75 and 92.25 in the coming days. You can see that levels on the downside.
Right. And Ria, in terms of the Japanese yen as well, in fact, there is a query coming in where clients are having a position on the Japanese yen. How are you expecting the yen to move? And do you think this is the right time to continue holding it?
So for the Japanese yen, the story is quite different. So what factor is right now playing for the Japanese yen is the interest rate differential. So if you see the interest rate in the US, it is on the they are on the rate hikes, and for Japanese yen, they are holding off at -10. So there's a huge interest rate difference that is there in both the economies, and this is what pushing the Japanese yen again towards 140 levels. And I think it will remain in that range. 130, 140, 41 is the range that you will see on the Japanese yen side. For JPY-INR, I think it will be a volatile session in the coming days. I'm 57.68. So if you are long in Japanese JPY INR, follow 57.68 diligently as your support, as your stop loss. If it breaches that level, you can see 57.28 and 57 level as well into the JPY INR. For a reversal to happen, it has to move above the gap down that it had given of around 58.23. So once it covers that level, then it could see the momentum on the higher side towards 59, 59.23. Otherwise, it will be on the bearish to sideways consolidation kind of momentum. 57.68 follow this level very closely, and if you're long, keep it as SL. If you want to go short, you can go short below that level.
Right. So what are the strategies that you would recommend?
uh, the strategies that you can go with, like I said, in JPY INR 57.68, that is a very important level. So if it goes beyond that, you can go short into the JPY INR for the level of 57.40, 57.28. You can keep SL at 57.90. And for, I think you should for GBP INR, you should look forward with the going short into the GBP INR below the level of 93.40 for a target of 93.20, 93 levels. You can keep a short SL at 93.60. Uh, for Euro INR, I think you should go long 80.36. It's a very far away level, but not very far, just 10 15 paise, but it will be a very good reverse. It's a very good reversal level. So I think once it moves above that, it could catch up with the towards level of 80.75 and so, because if you look at the ECB statements, so they are going forward with 75 bips rate hike. And lately there the major inflation was fueled by energy crisis, and though it is not resolved yet, but their reserves are have increased exponentially and are reaching the target before the targeted month. So if you look at the numbers, the EU has filled its reserve almost by 80%, which they were targeting to reach in November 22. So maybe they'll fill up their natural gas reserve before the target. And this will cushion the prices of energy almost 25 to 30% if they come at the maximum level of their capacity. So due to that, we have also seen a 20% kind of dip into the energy prices in Europe. So this could, soften the inflation blow. It will continue the acceleration phase, but it could soften the blow that the economy right now is in. So I think this is a little bit positive for the Euro USD, and you could see it heading towards 85, 80.56, 81 levels in the coming days. So go long into the Euro INR above the level of 80.36 for a target of 80.60 and 81.10 levels, but maintain a very strict SL at 80.
Right. So these are the strategies that one should be watching out for as well. Thank you, Riya. Thank you, participants, for joining in.
Thank you, Hiral.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.